So in this class, we'll discuss about the Telnet and SSH process. So we'll start with Telnet first, then we'll discuss about SSH. Okay, terminal network and SSH secure shell method, both are remote accessing techniques. For this, let us start with Telnet process. I'll take a switch of 2960. I'll place it on the screen. Then I'll take some end devices. I'll take some PCs. 1, 2, and 3. After this, let me take a copper straight through cable, connect the fast Ethernet port to fast Ethernet port 0 bar 1. Then from PC1, I'll take a fast Ethernet port, connect it to fast Ethernet port 0 bar 2. Always it is good that you go with 0 bar 1, 0 bar 2, 0 bar 3 in a line, 0 bar 3. So 3 devices are there. So I'll take my IP addresses with class C IP addresses 192.168 plus 192.168.1.1. So 192.168.1.2, 192.168.1.3, then 192.168.1.100. So these are all the IP addresses I'm going to take it. Let me go to the PC and assign the IP address now. 192.168.1.1. Subnet mask I have given. Next PC is PC1. For this again 192.168.1.2. For the next PC it is 192.168.1.3. So for all the pieces, I have given the IP addresses. Now I need to configure the switch. Okay, I'll go to the switch, go to CLI, command, press enter. Now it is in the user executive mode. I cannot do anything I do in the user executive mode. So I'll go with the privileged mode with the command enable. Now it is in the privileged mode. From the privileged mode, I will go with the configuration mode, that is global configuration mode. So in the global configuration mode, first I will change the name of the switch, host name SW1. So the switch name has been changed. Then I'll go with the configuration. Okay. Now I'll need to give line basic switch configuration. I told you to give a login password. I went with login console 0. Now I don't have a single device. I have some 3 devices. So I use a command line VTY. VTY is nothing but virtual terminal 0 to 15 I can use. But here I have only 4 devices. 1 to 3 n devices are there. I'll go with 0 to 4. You can also use 0 to 5, 0 to 6, up to 15. You can use it. Line VTY 0 to 4. Then I can assign the password for this. Password 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll assign the password 1, 2, 3, 4. This has to be asked when login. So now it has been given. I can exit from this mode. Now I can assign password for enable. So the command is enable password. I'll give Cisco. No, I'll give with a password class. Okay. Then I can encrypt all the passwords. Service password encryption. I have encrypted all the passwords. Then I can give the IP address. Okay, interface VLAN 1 IP address 192.168.1.100 followed by 255.255.255.0 is a subnet mask for class C. Okay, then I should give no shutdown. I told you why should we give no shutdown, to make the devices to me in active mode. Then I can exit from this mode. If we need to display a banner message, I can do it. Banner MOTD. I can use a $sign. Okay. Welcome. I use welcome. You can use any message here. Then exit. Now I'll exit from this mode also. Now it has been exit. Okay. With this, let me close the switch. That's all about the configuration. Now I can go and check my telnet process. For that, go to any PC. You can choose any PCs now. I'll choose this PC. I'll go to the command prompt of this PC. In the command prompt, I can type telnet followed by the IP address of the device. What is the device here? Switch 192.168.1.100. So now it is asking for a password. You can see here, welcome banner message has been displayed. What is the password we have given for VTY? It is 1234. I have typed 1234. It will not be visible, but it has been typed. Then now it has went to switch 1. If we want to go to privilege mode, enable. So enable password I need to give. Enable password I have given class. Now it has gone into the switch mode. Okay, here I can go and do my configuration. I can do whatever I need to do. I can do it now. Host name SW2. See, now I changed the switch name. Now I have done changing the switch name from the PC0. I have not gone to switch. Please make a note. I have done this from the PC0. Similarly, I'll show you from PC2 also. Now I'm in PC2. From PC2, I'll access the switch telnet. Okay. What is the IP address of the switch? 192.168.1.100. Now it is asking a password 1234. Then enable. What is the enable password I have given? Class. See, now it is not asking a password for encryption. Encryption is not done in the case of telnet. So this is the very big drawback with this system. We will see how to solve this problem using the SSH method, secure shell method. Next, we'll talk about the secure shell method. So for that, let me take one more network. For small network, I'll take a switch. You can also use a router. Also, you can use and do this process. I'll take a switch. Okay. For the switch, I'll take some 2, 3 PCs again. 1, 2, and 3 PCs. Okay. Then I'll use some cables to connect these PCs. First Ethernet port to this switch. Again, fast Ethernet 0 to the switch with 0/2. Then fast Ethernet port 0 to 0/3. Now, let me take the IP addresses from the second network like 192.168.2.1. So 2.1 network I'm taking now. 192.168.2.2 network. Now 192.168.2.3. Okay, for this switch, I'll take 192.168.2.100. Okay, now start giving the IP addresses for all the PCs. Let me give the PC IP addresses. I'll go to desktop IP configuration. So it is 192.168.2.1. Second one is 192.168.2.2. Third one is 192.168.2.3. So I have given the IP addresses for all the PCs. Now I need to give the configure the switch. I need to configure this switch now. Okay. Let us do that configuration on the switch. Okay. Now before that, I'll tell you what are the key points we need to do in the case of SSH. First one, we need to build the topology. That is what we have done now. After building the topology, we need to set password for user mode and privilege mode. It is enable mode. We need to set passwords. After setting the password, we need to set IP address. IP address for switch. Okay, all these are basic configuration of the switch we have done. The main thing is we need to create a database. We need to create a database. This user database we need to create. So here only one device I have taken. So only one, the username and password I need to create for the switch separately. Okay. Then I need to configure SSH. Okay. After configuration, that's all. We need to verify the SSH. Verify the SSH. That's all. These are the things we need to do. Okay. First one is to build a topology. Second one is to set a password for user mode and privilege mode. Then I need to set a password. I need to create a database, user database. Then I need to configure SSH. Then I need to verify the SSH. These are the things I need to do. First, I have built the topology. I'll go to the switch. Inside the switch, I'll go to enable mode. From the enable mode, I'll go to the configuration mode. In the configuration mode, I can do any changes here. Now I'll change the host name. See, this changing the host name, we must make a note. Changing the host name is compulsory if you are using SSH. While using Telnet, it is an optional. But while doing the SSH, it is always compulsory to do this one. Okay. Now I have changed the host name. Then I can give a line console or line VTY, anything you can use. Okay. Line console 0 I can use here. Okay. And then password Cisco I have given for console. Then I have given this for login and exit. Okay. From this one, then I can give a password for enable also. Enable password class. Then I'll give service password encryption to encrypt all the passwords. See here, I've used console, line console. Earlier I told you when we are connecting some devices, we can use line VTY. Even if I take line VTY also, this portion is not going to be asked when I am prompt to use it, because I'm going to set a username and database for a username and a password for the switch separately because of the SSH process. So this only the password class will be asked when we are prompting to the enable. When we are prompting into the switch, it will not ask for any password of console. It will ask password for the username and database what we are creating. So we need not worry about that. Then I can give the IP address interface VLAN 1. Okay. Then what is the format for giving the IP address? IP address so 192.168.2.100 followed by subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Then I should give no shutdown in order to make it not to shut down. Okay, no shutdown. Okay, after this I can exit from this mode. So now I have given the IP address, I've changed all the messages, everything. Now I need to do creation of database. For that, the format, please make a note. The format is username. Okay, so I'm giving username as ABCD. This it will be asked. You need to remember. And I'm using secret. The password I'm using is 1111. So now I've introduced the term secret. Okay, so far I've used the term password. What is the difference between this password and secret is when we are using password, it is less secure. To do the more secure, we are using service password encryption. Okay, we're encrypting the passwords what we have created. Whereas when we use secret, there is no need to do the service password encryption because secret is more secure than the using the password. So username I have created for database ABCD and password is secret. It is 1111. Then I need to use a IP domain in order to generate the key. It is used. You can use anything here. I am using some domain name as nhc.com. You can write abcd.com also, not a problem. It is just to generate the key. I've used IP domain name. Then I need to use crypto key generate. I need to generate a crypto key. Crypto means cryptography, right? It is more encryption. Generate RSA. What is this RSA? It means it is an algorithm security algorithm, network security algorithm. We'll learn more about the RSA algorithm in the upcoming classes. For now, RSA is the algorithm which is used to generate a secret key. Then when it is asked, you can see here the name for the keys will be SW1, that is switch name, nhc.com, what we have created. Okay, here we can need to give number how many bits are required in the case of modulus. Okay, we can give anything greater than 512. Okay, standardly we'll use this 1024 bits for creating the databases. So now it has been created, generating 1024 bit RSA keys. Keys will be non-exportable, will not be able to export the keys. Now we have created the database. The last step is pending, which is to configure the SSH. Okay, so to configure the SSH, the command is line VTY. That is why I told you this has to be asked. Line VTY 0 to 4. Line VTY 0 to 4. Since 3 devices I've used, a line VTY 0 to 4 I've used. Now you can see SSH 5 is enabled with version of 1.99 version is enabled. Then I can use transport. No, when we have created this line VTY, then this has to be asked when it is login, right? So, sorry, line VTY 0 to 4. So we need to exit from the line command. Okay, login local I need to give is login local, not login, log just login local, because when we are prompting into the switch, it should be asked. So it is login local. Okay. Then I am using transport input SSH, because we need to transport what is we have to transport. We need to transport SSH as the input. See here the login disabled on line 1 because we have not set password here, because we have already set password as for the user database. Username is ABCD and password is 1111. So here we need to just give login local. So I have given login local here. After giving the login local, it is transport input SSH. So after this, I need to give execute timeout command. Then I can exit. Okay, execute command is execute timeout. How many devices I'm using now? User database only one device, so I need to give execute timeout 1 is the command. After this, I can exit from here. I'll exit from this window also. So completely, I'll exit from this switch. I'll close this. Now I have given the configuration for the SSH has been done. Let us verify this SSH connection now. I'll go to any one PC. I'll go to command prompt. Here, please make a note how to verify. It is SSH space -L followed by ABCD is the username. ABCD is the username. And then what is that IP address we need to take? 192.168.1. Sorry, it is 2.100, right? This is the IP address for the switch I've given. So I'll put an enter. I ask the password. What is the password? We have said 1111. Now it has went into the switch. I'll go to enable mode. Now enable mode password is class. So it has went to switch. Okay. Now I can do configuration here from here. Okay. I can change the host name also. I can change the host name now. You can see that host name SW2. So now its host name has been changed. So this is what SSH means. And the advantage is we'll not even go into the switch because we are creating a user database for the switch, okay, with a secured password using an algorithm. Here we have used an algorithm or RSA algorithm. You can use any other algorithm like DSC algorithm can also be used and then do this process. Well, we'll try it from another switch system also. Now I went into the PC3. From here, let me try it out. SSH followed by minus L, L, FNL, ABCD, then 192.168.2.100. Now it is asking my password. What is the password? 1111. So now it is went into the enable. Enable. What is enable password? Is class. Now it is in switch 2 because we have changed the name of the switch from PC3, right? So now the name of the switch has been changed to SW2. Now again I'll change the name of the switch, host name SW1 again. Sorry, because already we have given this, it is in the privileged mode. I need to go with the configuration mode to do this one. Then I will change the name of the switch, host name SW1. Yes, now the changes name of the switch has been changed. Now I believe that you understood what is the difference between SSH and Telnet. So here what we have done, first we have created a database, created topology. I've given the IP addresses for all the devices, and in the switch I done the configuration. I've given the password for user mode and privileged mode. Then I set the IP address for the switch. Then I've created a user database with username ABCD and password 1111. Then I have configured the SSH using the virtual terminal port. After completing this, I have verified using the command called as SSH space -L space ABCD space your IP address of the switch. Then it will ask for a password for the username what we have created. I have given the password. Then I will be able to access the switch from any of the PC. I can do any changes from the PC to the switch. This is possible. So remotely, I'll be able to access a single switch from any devices which are connected to them using a method called as Telnet and SSH. To summarize, SSH is a more secure method than the Telnet method. I believe that you people have understood now what is SSH and what is Telnet. We'll see about the basic router configuration in the next video. Thank you.